Good day, folks. In this video, I'll go over everything you need to know to get the AI up and running and ready to race at your GeneRally2 track. First, make sure you're in 2D view mode. Anytime you need to place stuff accurately, use the 2D view mode. And let's check and make sure everything is visible. For this demo, I have created a small, simple oval with a pit lane, a few pit stalls, a starting grid, and a start-finish line. The first thing we need to do is tell the AI where to line up for the start. The start positions are down in the lower left-hand corner, these little triangles. So I'm going to grab hold of them, move them up a little closer to the grid here, and let's zoom in a bit. And then one by one, come on, one, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Move them into position. Okay, we're done with them, so let's hide the start positions. And the next thing we need to do is teach the AI how to follow the track. So I'm going to get to AI lines, specifically a racing AI line, and I'm going to place the cursor a fair distance in front of the start-finish line, hold Control and click, and we've created the first waypoint. The red waypoint is known as the starting waypoint, and it's what the AI will aim for at the start of the race. It has two little red flags next to it. These can be used to rotate the waypoint, and they also have another function which I'll get to in a minute. Come down here, and I'm going to put another waypoint where I want the AI to start turning into the corner, one at the apex, and one more where they can get on the throttle and head down the straightaway. Come back here, use the handles to clean this up, and try to get a nice smooth curve. A couple more waypoints down the back straight. And again, turn in, apex, throttle out, clean this up, and 1, 2 more waypoints to finish it off. Let's move this one back a little bit. There we go. And straighten this up. I like to put the waypoints fairly evenly spaced and not too far apart. Okay, back to the red lines. They are used to mark the edge of the track. So I'm going to drag each one of these lines here out to the edge of the track, like that. Now another thing you might want to use the red lines for is to slow the AI down, for example, for a chicane. Now at the default distance, they do not slow the AI down at all. So you're going to have to move them in a little bit, probably about halfway, to start getting some slowdown effect. At the choke point of the chicane, you probably want to move them right up next to that blue arrow, and over here about halfway again. You want to spread the slowdown out a little bit. You may even want to add some more waypoints in here to help guide them through the chicane and get them slowed down. If you want to add a new waypoint, if you Control click now, it's going to add it between the last waypoint and the starting waypoint. So let's undo that, and we need to move the starting point around the track, and if I click directly behind it, I can add a new waypoint. Here we go. And remember to rotate this back where it belongs, or the AI will go cross-country at the start. Okay, let's finish moving all of these out. Just a couple more to go here. And obviously you got to be careful that you don't rotate the waypoint too much here. Keep things the way you want them. And that about does it. The next thing we need to do is tell the AI how to get to the pits. So I'm going to switch from the racing line to the pit lane. Come back here a little before the pit entrance. Control click creates the first pit waypoint. Again, I have the little arrows to swing them around. And notice how the purple pit line automatically blends in with the race line. I'll put another waypoint here to get them to turn into the pits. One here to get them going straight down pit lane. One in the middle. Turn them again. Turn them straight. And one more to give them a little more room to get up to speed before they blend with the race line. Again, we come back and adjust the handles to get things going the way we want them to here. That looks pretty good for that. Okay, the AI line or pit line should always run parallel to the pit stalls, and the AI need to approach the pit stall from the open end. When they go to pull out, they're going to do something like this, so you need to leave enough room between the pits that the AI won't bump into each other. I have found that a hay bale, let's get to move here, that a hay bale placed between the side of the pit crews that have the 4 people is just about the minimum spacing you can do. If you can spread them out a little more, even a few pixels, it'll help. Okay, let's move him back where he was. And the next thing we need to do is install some checkpoints to make sure everybody runs the whole lap. So I'm going to select checkpoints, come down to the first corner, and I've placed a stone here to show the driver where the cut limit is. So I'm going to click and drag from there, and I'm going to go well outside the fence. I always try to set it up so if the driver runs wide, he won't get penalized because you've already lost a lot of time getting out of the weeds. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's come to the middle of the back straight and add another checkpoint. Down to the next corner. Again, the cut track warning and out past the fence. The last checkpoint you place will be the start-finish line. And in this case, it needs to cross the race line, the pit line, and the pit area. If you don't do that, anywhere you've got the race line and the pit line, if you don't cover them both, the driver will lose a lap every time he pits. So make sure you cover them both. The next thing we need to do is set up a speed limiter for the pit lane. This works similar to a polygon tool, a drawing tool in a paint program. Click once to form a point, then drag to stretch out a line. Click to place another point, drag, click, drag, click, and then press enter to finish the limiter. Okay, let's hide all this unnecessary stuff and go into test mode. Oh, let's put about 5 cars on the track and turn them loose. And yeah, they're going to push me out of the way because I'm not driving. How did we do? Well, it looks like they can make it around the track pretty good. Okay, the next thing you need to do is save your track and go into game mode and test it all out. Set up a race that's long enough but the AI will need to do some pit stops to make sure they can get in and out of the stalls clean, and then race them yourself and see how fast they are. On this simple oval, there isn't much to tune, but on a complex road course, you may find places where you need to go back and adjust the AI line, either to get them to run clean or to get them to run fast. I do think that covers everything. At the end of the video, I've added a few screenshots of some rather unusual, non-standard pit areas, just to see, you can see some variations. And I posted a couple of ovals so you can see how the back straightaway pit entry would work. If you have any questions, you can post them here at the video. You can post them over at the Steam guide. Or better yet, join us at the Discord channel for GeneRally2. Lots of people there to answer your questions and just chat about the game. Thanks for watching, good luck, and good racing.